host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdes-Scantling. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. This defense for the Niners very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a play fake. Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. They'll roll him out right. He's airing it out for Sanu. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance. This to the outside. It's Sermon. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. 9 yards that time. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me. I'm a big advocate if you're going to throw the ball.
And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Trey Sermon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. Now a play fake. Rodgers. It's complete. It's Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down. Well, Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure at him, make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep, that's when you're in big trouble.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
It's going to be a long day. Ooh. Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
7-7, our score after 1. Play action, now it's Lance. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
working with a 2nd and 3. The give is to Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
Nick Bosa had an outstanding freshman campaign in 2019 with a 9-sack season and was named Defensive Rookie of the Year. Went down with a knee injury in Week 2 last year, and the Niners' fortunes seemed to sag right along with it.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of.
Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, a chance at a big play in his own end zone. But instead, 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates.
And this is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
Tighten up. Check 31. Check 31.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And Lance going to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And look at this for the second straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the counter, here's Jones. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Second and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
52's the mic, boys, 52.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's tired of you. He's tired of us. 95's Mike. Watch 95.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Back now here in Santa Clara. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Dillon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a throw here to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And my goodness, another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And they get the guard there, Lucas Patrick. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Kill, turn up.
They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Room here to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. The kick by Crosby is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. From midfield, here's Lance. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Preston Smith. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And, you know, it wasn't a